Controversial YouTuber JayStation demonetized from the YouTube platform. Hi, I'm Tommy C, and this is Shot to the Point News. TubeLifter.com has confirmed that a rumor that we had got several weeks ago, but I wasn't able to confirm it through Jay himself, so I didn't run this video. Ether's goodbye video was published on February 21st. YouTube confirms to TubeLifter that it suspended monetizations on Ether's channel 1 week ago, and it goes on to say he's being hit with the so-called Logan Paul rule. If you bring a bad light to the platform, that you can be punished for it. As you know, I was personally involved with the JayStation situation. I was somewhat of an advisor for him. Unfortunately, Jay didn't take too much of my advice. And the reason that I did that is because I did worry about a couple things for the platform. And with the rise of Keemstar's Stop JayStation, it was kind of a twofold problem. JayStation could bring some sort of apocalypse, which he freely admitted to in his video with the content that he does. And also, it does give Keemstar a heck of a lot of power to actually start a bandwagon to demonetize Jay and maybe other enemies in the future. Now, I'm not going to defend his content. I haven't defended it once, and I won't do it now. But yeah, if you know, I'm not going to pass judgment on people that are celebrating this, because there's a couple ways to look at this. Maybe he goes down now, and it saves the rest of us. And if that be the case, that would be a good thing. But you know, when somebody loses their monetization and he joins the list of some undeserving YouTubers that have lost monetization, people like Count Dankula, it's really never a good thing. The defense that was made for the children, I'm sorry, that can be used in so many, I mean, that could be used in this content right now. So I'm not celebrating, but I am going to say that Jay asked for this. He did ask for this, you know, from the interactions with his ex-girlfriend to just seemingly doing absolutely anything for attention, for the so-called YouTube grind. He put out a video on the 21st, or I think it was the 19th, excuse me, and he said that, you know, he said goodbye. He's going to go for a bit of a vacation. Could be a week, a month, a year. I expect it to be extended. I've actually talked to Jay about taking some time off, really before hashtag Stop JayStation happened, and obviously he's going to take me up on that. And in the video, he did take responsibility for his behavior. He's deleted millions and millions of hits and views on his channel based on his more controversial content. He mentioned the XXXTentacion video. He also mentioned a drinking something called gay juice and what have you. Honestly, I think if Jay was a little more open about his stuff being satirical, he might not be in the trouble now. But I do know from his perspective that he looked at it as, well, if I lift the curtain a little, it won't be as fun, or people won't be as interested. And of course, others would make the argument, yeah, that's where the kids come in. You know, that you don't lift the veil, then the kids, you know, don't know it's not real or not. I'm not a huge fan of protecting kids when it comes to expression, art, YouTube videos, but I think that's up to the parents, because that's what I do. I see something I don't like, I turn it off. Certainly. Oh God, I don't think I would have a problem. I would have a problem with my 4-year-old watching this, or, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But my 12-year-old, I have a problem if my 12-year-old thinks this guy talks to Jesus on a new app. All right, it's kind of my problem. I don't think I need other YouTubers to protect me. I probably need to be protected from my daughter at that point. But yeah, it's yeah, he's gone. I've tried to contact him, and I will try to land an interview. We did have an interview planned on here, but I think Jay needs some time off. Obviously, will this end him? Maybe not. Maybe not. The Count Dankula situation. Count Dankula, I dare I say he was sort of energized by his demonetization. He got, ads from like Ray Shadow Legends and things of that nature. He has a fantastic series that has nothing to do with politics, which is more than likely what got him demonetized in the first place, and the fact that he's constantly being accused of being a far-right wacko, which clearly he's not. But I dare I say that Dankula is a much better content creator than he was even a year or two ago. Mad Lads is absolutely amazing, and if Jay is able to get and nail down sponsorships and keep the hits up with his new content, he may be okay. Jay pulls a lot of hits, and I'm sure a lot of sponsors will want to speak with him. But it just goes to show you, and he mentions this in the video. I highly recommend you watch this, and I think this is the real Jay. We saw the real Jay once before when Alexia left him, and I think we're seeing the real Jay now. He knows that he blew this. When I talk to guys like I've had the fortune to talk to guys like Luxury Dark and JayStation, and they're in sort of this prank area of YouTube, and they have one thing in common: they eat, sleep, breathe, and drink it. Now that is a formula for success, but it also, as Jay says in this video, it can blind you from what's important in life and ultimately end up being damaged. Again, Jay did ask for this. I'm not happy. I'm not really happy when anybody gets demonetized or kicked off the platform. I don't think it does that much good for society, as we might hear. But I do understand the people that are glad that there's some consequences that that finally came his way, and perhaps he needs these consequences. And you never know. I am sick to death, personally, totally sick to death of what do they say? I'm going back to be a better person. I'm gonna whatever. I can't stand that. That's always the go-to thing. But there's always a chance that that's what's going to happen. Again, JayStation kicked off of the program. And I also wonder, with deleting the channel, deleting the offending videos and putting the making new content, there's probably a possibility he can reapply to get back in the program. And and then the other end of this is, of course, the victory for Stop JayStation. And I just think I personally would rather live in a world of Jake Paul, supposedly the evil, oversexed Lele Pons, and JayStation, if it doesn't turn into this sort of slippery slope of, who's, the enemy of YouTube a month, a year, every 6 months that we have to get together and take down. I've had recent experience of dealing with a community like that. It's not fun. It gets out of control, and I don't really think it helps the platform. I think when you have a free speech platform, you're going to have a few winners, so to speak, and Jay's definitely one of those winners. And yeah, you gotta put up the bad apples with the good apples. I guess the way I want to finish it off, Jay did absolutely everything to put himself in this position. He did put the platform in a bad position. People rose up, they complained, and YouTube listened to them. And that's something to keep in mind. And now we have a standard. Now Jay has set a standard on what can get people demonetized, and it also gave a plan on what it takes to get someone demonetized. So, and the fact is, this plan will be used in the future for controversial YouTubers, and I don't think that's a good thing. You know, first they came for Jay, and they might come for your favorite YouTuber next. It's never a good thing, but hopefully Jay learns his lesson, and because again, he is responsible for this, and fix things up. Maybe he can get back in the program. Maybe he can get some raids, Shadow Legends, and we can all move on. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Tommy C, and I'm out.